This Bereavement film's probably going to be really good because on the box it says it stands alongside Halloween and Psycho as one of the best ever made. Alongside Halloween and Psycho, I can't wait. Let's watch this film. I can't wait to get this started. It's got a man in a shed on the front. That's really good. I can't wait to press play. Man in a shed. So this film that stands between Halloween and Psycho is one of the best ever made. Starts off with some kid in a front yard being kidnapped by some character, taken away from his mother who's indoors, too busy talking about her problems with a bitch friend. A fucking bitch friend. Here he is outside being taken away. This kid's probably like, I wish my mum was here to help me, but she's too busy inside talking to a bitch friend. This is the film that stands alongside Halloween and Psycho. So this little boy's been kidnapped and taken away to this farm. And he's having a watch what this degenerate kidnapper's doing to all of his victims. Probably chopping them up and stuff. That's the kind of thing that happens in films that stand alongside Psycho and Halloween. There's the boy. This guy's like, don't be afraid, just watch what I'm gonna do. Watch it now, kid! Looks like there's some new family moving into town a number of years later. Just can't wait to experience all of the top-notch thrills in this film. This film that stands alongside Halloween and Psycho as one of the best ever made in the horror genre. So a few years later, this kidnapper's at it again, taking someone else. I don't know what his name is. I'm just going to call him Stupid Old Bob. So Stupid Old Bob's gone and kidnapped some woman now. I hope she rots in hell. Now he's dragging her inside a bag. Doesn't he know that the bag wasn't made for that? I'm pretty sure there isn't a kidnapping shop where you can go in and buy bags for kidnapping people in. He's misusing that bag. It was probably for potatoes or the post or something. I don't know. He's misusing the bag anyway. He's a bag misusing Stupid Old Bob. It's like tit wax up hairy bum tubes. Tit wax.
Not a problem.
The daughter of the family who's just moved in down the road, she's already just met some young lad. It looks like they're going to become some kind of lovers. After all, I can only attach myself to characters in films if I can see there's some sort of romance blossoming between them. It really grips me. I love a bit of romance in a film. In a film like this, one that stands between Halloween and Psycho is one of the best ever made in the genre. That dad didn't look too happy about it. Or uncle, I don't know, he's the uncle. The very interesting main character in the movie is walking down the road. She's walking along the road very slowly, bit of piano music playing, making it really interesting. Here comes the kidnapper, watch out, it's old stupid Bob. Watch out, you bitch, old stupid Bob's watching you. Get a grip, he's behind you. You better run away. This film's really full of menace. I can't believe how threatening it is to my brain. So thrilling, I just can't keep it contained. This film really does stand between Halloween and Psycho as one of the best ever made in the genre. And there's the uncle. Uncle Terminator there waiting by the school. And there's the woman again, gonna go and see her boyfriend. I hope she stamps on his stomach. Stamps on his stomach so hard that he pukes his guts off his nose. Newly kidnapped woman's like, help me, to the little boy who's been living there for a few years with a bloke. I don't think he's going to help her. He's too busy not helping her for a start. That's the kind of thing that happens in this film. This kind of film that stands alongside Halloween and Psycho. It's one of the best ever made in the genre. Look at him, what a threatening bad guy. He really does stand alongside Michael Myers and Norman Bates. What a character. I hope there's going to be sequels to this little beauty. I talk to bones, he's saying. I talk to bones. You're supposed to talk into phones, not bones. Phones. Here's the deadly killer about to stab someone. He's going to make the little boy sit on the floor and hug the lady's legs while he stabs her up. Have that. And the little boy gets blood all over his head. He can see what it's like to have a period on his head. A simulated period anyway. You wouldn't have a real period in a film that stands alongside Halloween and Psycho as one of the best in the genre. He's like, wash your hair in this old bath, you little shit.
Tried to call for help, but flames consumed them.
Oh, the flames consumed, and well done for understanding basic fire, you clever boy. Tosspot! Put this down over here next to Psycho, where it belongs. What an extremely average horror film. That film does not deserve to be standing between or next to any Psycho film or any Halloween film. It honestly doesn't. It's a very average horror film. It could physically stand between them or next to them if you did it on your shelf yourself. But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be there. I mean, you could put them chronologically with the Psycho and horror and their Halloween films on the shelves. But Bereavement would be at the end because it'd come after the others. Or you could put it alphabetically, but Bereavement would go before the others because it starts with a B. Not such a good horror film. Gore-wise, yeah, there's a bit of blood in it. You shouldn't judge horror films solely on its blood, no sir, but it is a highly entertaining factor in a good horror film, isn't it? Yes sir, it is. Does it have a good story? Not really, nah, not so much. Does it have good characters? Nah, not really, not so much. Does it have a good killer? Nah, not really, not so much. As an overall package, is it interesting? Yeah, it's interesting enough to keep my attention. It's got the fella from Terminator in it, that's a little bit interesting. It doesn't have much else in it. It has a lot of boring lighting, boring acting. It's played very seriously. It's not played for any laughs. Not such a good horror film. I'd give it a 1 out of 2. And who am I to judge? Well, I've seen 4, 5, 6, even 10 maybe horror films in my time. And this one, it doesn't add up like the others do. This one is not standing out on my shelf. I'd give this a soft 1 out of 2. A soft 1 out of 2. Bereavement. Don't bother watching it unless you have to. If someone says to you, oh, let's watch it for a joke, yeah, maybe you should watch it. But don't go out of your way to watch it. It'll leave you bereaved or bereft of a brain. Don't bother watching it. It's just okay. It's just okay.